Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to the Arizona Cardinals franchise. It is week 2, and we had a tough loss last week. That is true, and not ideal. So we're gonna try to bounce back here. We are going to try to bounce back because we just can't. We can't let that continue. We cannot. Especially against the Packers here. We have a really tough 4-week stretch here to start off the season. Obviously the Niners last week, but we play the Packers, who are one of 2 teams to beat us last year. We have the Seahawks, who play us tough last year, and then the Giants, who was a 1-score game against Voodoo's Giants. Go check out his channel if you haven't already. But we need to get things right now in Sunday Night Primetime here. Because otherwise it's going to be ugly. If we could start the season 0-4, and it would not be a good look here. I think you look initially here. What do we need to work on with our weekly recap? Honestly, I'm going to boost up this head coach, field general as well. I simply can't stand Spencer Rattler as my starting quarterback right now. So at least until Kyler's back, we will go ahead and boost that up to help us hopefully find some success through the air. Gives him plus 14 on the run, under pressure, medium and deep balls. We already have the O-line development on. We already have the Scouts Honor on. We'll take the RPO no off because that's really not what we're looking for. We like the and we're taking off Trench Goblins because I like Interior Havoc and Aerial Suppression. I think those are the 2 we really like the most. So we will see here. Not sure about any of these either. Let me take these all off for the time being. Let's see. Against the Packers, I don't... let's see. We could do maybe a heavy set one, and then we could do a little West Coast. And then defensively, we'll do our 3-4 and a 3-3-5 like we normally do. And then these are fine where they're at. And we've got the same 3 guys in there. Keem Davis-Gaither, severe injury risk after not playing last week. So probably going to give him a rest, I'm assuming is what that's doing. So yeah, Kyler's still out this week, which is really rough. But we'll see if we can survive. And then Sheldon Roth, who will be out for this week with a shoulder strain. He's our 5th corner, so not too crazy of an issue, but hate to see any injuries. Jordan Birch gets an upgrade here. I'm gonna just do Power Rusher. He's been good so far in his early starts. Obviously, he started just over half of the regular season last year into the playoffs, and then obviously last week and continuing the starting role here this season. We're hoping that he can cement himself as our edge guy over there, especially with Sam. Sorry. Where am my brain going? I'm looking at Sam linebacker, Josh Sweat. With Josh Sweat getting older, needs somebody else to start working their way up, and I think he is a great option. I think he is our best option right now, other than looking in the future drafting somebody. But just gonna get a couple upgrades here for some of these guys. Cole Ross, the rookie, wouldn't mind seeing him develop Gets 3 awareness, 3 play rec. That's just overall boosters for the most part. They slightly help in game, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting today here to see. I don't know. Sunday night primetime here against the Packers. Now, we split with them last year. They beat us in the regular season pretty badly. But in the postseason where it mattered more, we did win. But this is a new year, and we don't have Kyler. So we really need to get our shit together here. All right, well, let's check out what the Packers offense and defense look like here. Obviously, no Kyler. We do have Spencer Rattler. Clyde Walden working his way up to an 80 with the boost, which is interesting. I don't know if we'll see him or not, but Jordan Love is here. He's a good quarterback, 85 overall. Josh Jacobs and Clayton Bingham are a really good duo, and Zaire Frey is also a nice third back there at receiver. They're still not really figuring out who their receiver 1 is yet. They still have Romeo Doubs, Matthew Golden, Savion Williams, and now second-year receiver Clade Townsend. Although Jaden Reed is injured, so maybe he's their receiver 1, but he is hurt, so they're going to have to deal with without him here. Tucker Kraft is their tight end. Rasheed Walker at left tackle, with Aaron Banks at left guard. Rookie Jimmy Jeffries at center. Christian Haynes at right guard, and Zach Tom at right tackle. Rashawn Gary at left edge. Lucas Van Ness at right edge. D-tackle, they have Kenny Clark and Trent Pierce, the second-year D-tackle, who was a first-round pick last year. Was a top 10 pick. And Isaiah McDuffie at Sam. Mike linebackers Edge Cooper. Quay Walker is their Will. At corner, they have Nate Hobbs. Samuel Womack, former Cardinal, for a short stint after we shipped him off because we didn't like him. And then rookie Deron Carr. Interesting. They're only carrying 4 corners, so we'll see. And then they also have rookie Tevin Sheard, so we'll see maybe if we get them into these more DB-heavy packages, we might honestly be able to beat their corners, especially whoever is being covered by one of these rookies. Javon Bullard at free safety and Xavier McKinney at strong safety, though, is tough. It's a really good safety duo. Maddox Trujillo. I don't know. He looks too white to say Trujillo, but it's probably that. They're running 2 kickers, so that's interesting. And then Torrey Taylor is their punter. Of course, CPU doesn't care about long snappers, so Jimmy Jeffrey will take over for the long snapper role. But it's a good team. Obviously, they lost Edgerrin Cooper to us. They let him walk in free agency. We signed him. But they filled in pretty nicely with Jimmy Jeffries at center. And here's a return for the Packers to start. It's Carr with a nice return to the 37. We don't want many returns like that. See Jordan Love's career stats slowly but surely building as he is, finding a nice little career here in Green Bay. They're going to come out, 3 receivers stacked to the left. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be caught. No, broken up. And 2nd down and 10. And it's going to be another pass. This one caught Matthew Golden versus Will Johnson's a fun matchup, but sadly do give up the first down there. First down. It's going to be a run. It's going to be Jacobs trying to get it, but only gets tackled for a loss of a yard. Cody Simon on the play. Good stuff. And, I don't know what their strength is. Obviously, Josh Jacobs is a great running back. They're really balanced offense, honestly, and they're going to go pass here, play action, and that's going to be Xavion Williams open versus Kyle Williams. first down. I would say, yeah, that is probably their strength is honestly the play action game, because they do have a good run game that we have to respect, but their pass game is also effective enough to make those play actions very deadly. There's a nice hit from, once again, Jesus, brain, hello. Kyle Hamilton, who is obviously our new addition from this offseason. And there's going to be Walter Nolan, huge play. Only a yard for Jacobs. Sets us up for 3rd and 8. Also noticing, I don't know, pressure. And I was stuck in a D tackle. There's going to be a penalty. And holding on the offense, obviously, do we try to force a longer field goal? I don't think so, because they could pick up the first down. Who knows? We'll just take the 3 and out and then they'll take a field goal attempt here. And it is good, but we'll take the stop. Good job, defense. But what I was going to say is that I'm noticing that Buda Baker's not on the field on a lot of those more heavy packages, so on offense, and or defense, I should say. So might look to changing around some formation subs. Here comes Kyler, and he's not coming in. Just kidding. It only shows that because he is in my depth chart as our receiver. Jesus, I can't. I'm sorry. I have not recorded in a minute, and my brain is not in the mode right now. But yeah. Rattler is our quarterback right now. No Kyler. He is hurt. Here's B. Benson running it, breaking a tackle, but continuing to get pushed back. Loses 6 yards on the play, and that's just gonna be an issue. That's what we're worried about, right? Because obviously we want to get our run game going, but you know they're gonna hone in on that, especially what they saw last week. There's Mike Wilson with a solid play, gets 9 yards, gonna count as a rush, but yeah, I mean last week versus the Niners, we really just we can't get stuck into the run game or into the pass game only again. So we want to get the run game going, but they know for sure they can stop that. So if they commit to that, to stopping our run game, they'll force Rattler to have to pass it, which the weapons is not the issue. We have a ton of great weapons. It's just the quarterback is the issue. And motioning him out wide, looking pass, getting pressured. We're going to throw it on the run. Great throw, great catch. Marvin Harrison keeping the drive going. Nice play. I was a little worried there, but that's why we invested in the abilities for Rattler. Really for our coaches to help Rattler. Here's going to be a toss. Benson again, just losing yards again. Loss of 3. Lucas Van Ness all over it. And right now they are just all over our run game. So we're going to go run. Marcus Robinson trying to break a tackle. Can't. Loses nothing, but doesn't gain anything either. Man, their run defense has been just shutting us down. 3rd and 13. Starting off these, and this is what we don't want. We don't want these negative plays to start off to really put us in a bad spot. Getting pressured. Gonna have to throw it. Mike Wilson gets the catch with the adjustment and might be in field goal range. 61-yarder for Aubrey. Should be able to make this. Pretty much max power, and that's a beauty. Probably could have made it from 10 yards further, at least. So we'll take the 3, set up a field goal tie game now. But we need our run game to get going. That's going to be a pivotal portion to continue finding more success. Because if we can't get the run game going, we're going to have to be really pass dependent, and I don't know with Rattler if that's going to be the right move. And here's going to be pressure. Immediately sacked. It's going to be Easley and Birch. That was actually not Easley. I think is that Roy Cohen? I actually don't know. That's a great play. Great interior pressure there. That was Roy Cohen on the sack along with Birch. And here's going to be a play action. He's looking just quick tight ends. Dump off to Kraft. Gets 3 yards. I will say us going into nickel is going to be where we like to be, I think, a lot of the time here. Get Kyle Hamilton in. We get Buda Baker, and here's a sack again. Jordan Birch in on a half sack once again. I think Easley was in on there. And that's what we like to see. Our pass rush getting home and completely just terrorizing this offensive line as they did to the Niners. But sadly, that wasn't enough last week. Hopefully it will help this week. Ramos breaking a tackle, but a nice little return to the 44, which is where we ended our drive last week. And we're hoping to maybe get some more points here. We've got Trey Benson in the game. But see how they're stacking the box? Like, they know. They know we are afraid to have to go pass heavy, and there's going to be a great play, Edge Cooper. TFL. Which, it sucks, but we're probably going to have to get out of the heavy formations. I can't speak. I'm sorry. That might be the move, but motioning him out wide. We're going high. Marvin Harrison on the RPO catch, first down to the 20. Marvin Harrison making good adjustments so far on those higher passes, but it's been helpful making the plays. Robinson in the backfield now. We're going to go hit with Robinson, trying to get some yardage on the ground. Loses a yard again. Just nothing. Nothing there. It's been really tough to run here. 2nd and 11. We don't have to run another play, but we will. Sending Morris on a motion here. Mike Wilson's open, kind of. He had a step, and then he lost the step because the corner did a good job coming back for it. And an incomplete sets up a 3rd and 11 as we go into the second quarter. Tie ball game 3-3. Rattler forcing a spot where we're going to have to throw it again, which is, once again, not what we want to do, but it's what we have to do. So I think this is a good play here, though, for him to help. We're going to just dump it down to Calvin Austin, and he's going to get close, but not enough to be 4th and 1. Now here is a tough decision, but not in my opinion. I think we go for it here very easily. I think we have to. We're actually going to run this play here. Reggie Gilliam in the backfield. I'm going to bring in Benson after this play. 4th and 1, handoff. Reggie Gilliam reaches, but it's not enough. Probably should have came out in more of a standard formation, but still, I mean, you got to make the play there. And we give them the ball. Devastating. There's going to be a quick throw. Dobbs with the catch. Gets 9. 2nd and 1. And this one's going to be a quick run, but great play. Mac Wilson getting the tackle for a loss there on Josh Jacobs. 3rd and 4. And, oh my God, really? Walter Nolan jumps off sides.
Encroachment, defense.
Encroachment. It's going to give him a free first down. Can't have that. Obviously, I know he wants to get after the quarterback, and I want him to as well, but I just can't. I can't have that. That is not what we want to see. And this one's going to be looked like a broken play, and Love gets decked, loses the ball, and luckily for them, Jacobs landed back on it, loses only 2. That could have been a really bad play. I don't know what happened there, but 2nd and 12, looking pass, looking quick. Kraft's going to get close to the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Just lovely. Third and 1. Stacking the box, but they again just did not diagnose that correctly. Just looked at we picked the wrong spot to try to defend, and they pick up another first down. And it's going past pressure, a sack again. It's Josh Sweat. And I will say, a little bit out of the immersion here, we've noticed, if you watched Voodoo's video, if you haven't, go watch that first. A lot of sacks. A lot of sacks given up here. And it's going to be a quick throw for Kraft. Only 2 yards there. But yeah, so we're keeping an eye on how many sacks are given up for the CPU specifically, because offense, our offense hasn't been terrible with that. It's just our first game here, and then Voodoo's first game was not great. First 2 games, and that's a first down. Of course, Romeo Dobbs, Garrett Williams once again being a problem in coverage, not making the play, but yeah, it's been the O-lines for the CPU haven't been great. There's going to be a run. Gibbons with the tackle. 3 yards for Jacobs. 2nd and 7. But yeah, that will probably be something that ends up getting turned down. 2nd and 7 here. And it's going to be a run. It's Jacobs taking a huge shot. It's Buda Baker. Great play from Buda. Still showing that he's got what it takes here to be the leader of this defense. Obviously, brought in Kyle Hamilton. Makes Buda Baker more of a slot corner in our defense, but he has been still very effective. It's going to be another first down conversion. They've converted 5 third downs. I believe this is what that would be. I'm pretty sure we got them to the 3rd down every time that they converted. But it feels like we're picking the wrong plays every instance here. It's going to be a quick throw. It's caught. How did he manage to grab that? I don't know, but Tucker Kraft with the catch is going to bring up a 2nd and 5. Second and 5. It's going to be handoff. Josh Jacobs breaks 1, loses 2. And that's Pelage, the rookie D-tackle, getting involved. Third and 7. We need a stop here. We really need a stop. Motioning the tight end Stover, who's on the field. 3rd and 7. Looking pass. No one's open. He just has to launch it out of bounds. He took a huge hit from Dylan Easley, and Walter Nolan just crunched them on that one. And they will have to punt. Torrey Taylor going to punt this one. They obviously don't have the most amazing kicker, so they don't feel comfortable kicking that longer field goal. Not a great punt either. Sets us up at a really nice spot here. I like this play a lot. Maybe not for a 2-minute drill, but we'll see. First down, looking pass. I mean, I'm waiting too long. That's going to be on us. And that's going to be intercepted, so they're going to just get a free play right. I can't. I just need to throw that one away. We saw it was on us, but they're going to decline that because they get the ball now. It's just horrible decision. I think with Kyler, we can force that in. But I have to remember who we have at quarterback. Not Kyler. That's who. So first down, they're going spread 5 wide here. Empty backfield for Love. Looking pass, sack, and there's a flag as well. Walter Nolan with a huge play. Holding, he will decline that. It's only a 3-yard difference between what happened there. So we do not mind. 2nd and 17 now for the Packers. Looking pass. He's going to go quick, short. Matthew Golden finds about 8. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. No timeouts taken for either side. Packers looking to convert and try to continue this drive. We're looking for a stop here. That's a high ball, but he makes the catch. First down. Golden again. There's an injury. And that's an offensive lineman. That's Christian Haynes, the right guard. Down on the play. Really not a fan of how our zone defense is playing. And pressure, but quick throw, catch Romeo Dobbs again. Only 2 yards, though. 2nd and 8. Neither team taking timeouts still. Only that entry timeout that forced the Packers to take one. Here's another sack, Walter. That was Dylan Easley that time, actually. 5 sacks now. And we're continuing. And they took a timeout this time, I guess. I didn't see it, but 3rd and 14. Looking pass. Looking for anything. Another sack. Yeah, we're going to have to change the sliders because that's insane. We'll take a timeout, I guess. 4th and 20. And field goal is good. We'll get 19 seconds to work with. I don't know if we'll get anything. We have 2 timeouts, so maybe we can get in the field goal range. Which, to be fair, is about midfield for Aubrey here. So, and we just got to go 15 yards, really, for that. So we'll see if we can. Maybe we can. I don't know. Really not worried about getting to the sideline here. I'm just worried about getting play, getting a chunk. Go quick, Calvin Austin gets some blocks. He's going to find his way across the 50 to the 46, giving us a nice gain and just make this a little easier, I'd say. And we're going to just hand it off. Benson! Big play, timeout. Of course, could have been a house call, but unfortunately, Mike Wilson got in the way. Now, I think we have time for one quick shot at the end zone here. I'm looking at Harrison. Marvin Harrison, one-on-one. End zone, can't bring it in. And we will take our 37-yard field goal now and try to tie it up here. And we do. 1 second left on the clock. Probably not going to result in any play, really, you'd imagine. But, you know, very low-scoring affair here. A defensive battle here, as that takes us to the end of the half here. Both defenses finding some more success than the offenses. Obviously, our pass rush doing just game-wrecking things, and obviously the run game for the Packers has not been successful. You could say the exact same thing for the other side. For the Cardinals, our run game has been horrible. Although the pass rush has not been quite the same. And, I mean, you see Dak Prescott get strip-sacked. And that's Brian Burns, and Abdul Carter picks it up, brings it back. They destroy the Cowboys 44-14. The Giants look very dangerous. Very dangerous early. And they're a different team than they were last year. Obviously, they were a playoff team. They obviously won their division, but, you know, they were looking out of it until, you know, what? I don't know. It was like maybe week 10. They were like really fully back into the playoff conversation. We see CJ Stroud off his back foot throwing a dime to Nico Collins, who somehow makes the catch, breaks a tackle, and goes the whole distance. Stroud 30-24. And Jeffries, I will say, the first-round pick, Dante Jeffries, the howitzer, looking really solid there still. Steelers, Chargers, both 0-1 teams looking for their first win. That's not Aaron Rodgers. That's not Kenny Pickett. That is the Heisman winning quarterback from last year, not Jalen Carter. I've actually forget his first name, Joshua Carter, winning 20-13 over the Chargers. Not a bad performance from him, but they get their first win. That's a big one. We see the Niners lose. That's big for us. And I did not catch the Bengals lost to the Rams, unfortunately for us. But yeah, we really need to get our run game going. It's been pretty difficult. Defensively, really just continue bringing pressure, continue stopping Josh Jacobs. No notes, really. A couple, plays that we wish were different, but for the most part, defensively, pretty good game. We just got to get our run game going, and this is where it will start. We get the ball here. We need to set the tone of the second half here. Ideally, we can punch him in the mouth on the ground here with Benson and Robinson. Here's to be Ramos trying to find something. Only gets to the 27. Love how it just keeps showing Kyler coming out. But we're going to hand it off. We're going heavy set. I don't care. I form. And Benson can't stiff arm break a tackle. No gain. 5 for 17 on the game. Pretty bad. Pretty bad so far for Benson. And breaking one tackle. There you go. Find 6 yards. That's his best run on the game. Which is crazy to say for him, but it's true. 3rd and 4. Robinson and Connor on the field in the backfield. We're going to go out to Robinson with a high ball. He gets the catch. Womack with the tackle, first down. As we continue this drive. I think that's a little bit of what we need. We need a quick throws out of the backfield a little bit as well. I don't know why I went with Rattler there, and that's a mistake. Loss of a yard. Did not mean to do that. Finesse, the very easy play. 2nd and 11. And it's going to be a handoff. Robinson, just quick burst, but only gets 2 yards. The O-line really didn't do its job that well there. And that's going to make this another very important 3rd and 9. Just continuing to put ourselves in difficult spots. I should have probably thrown it to Marvin. And we just had to throw it away. I mean, we were just running around for our lives there. Lucas Van Ness got out there finally, but not a great drive again. Not a great drive. The run game still looks pretty rough. And first read, we should have probably thrown it. But that's a huge hit from Christian Fulton on Townsend. But we'll see what the Packers can do here. Coming out. Tie ball game still. So we're going to see a handoff. Josh Jacobs, they haven't gotten the run game going either. And there's going to be another loss on the plays. Mac Wilson. They've struggled too. Just like us, they've struggled to get something going on the ground. So they might have to just go through the air as well. Tucker Kraft motioning. It's going to be a pass. He's looking, finding Savion Williams again. And that's going to be a huge gain. Somebody find a way to get there. No one is in sight in Savion Williams' touchdown. And we've seen that matchup. It's been him in the slot against either Buda Baker or Kyle Hamilton, and neither have done a good job. Which is crazy because speed-wise, they match up relatively similar, I thought. But that's a huge explosive play, exactly what they needed. Because neither team has really gotten much offensively. Now we're going to have to try to find an answer, which we haven't found yet. Calvin Allen, a nice little return to the 33. Yeah, we're going to have to get something going here. I mean, this is pretty pathetic thus far from our supposed to be one of the best offenses in the league, you know. This is supposed to be one of the best. The handoff again. Broken tackle again, but he continues going backwards, loses 5 yards. Just the same thing over and over. It's just a really huge loss on the play to set us back behind schedule. 2nd and 15 now. Going screen. Benson. Nice juke back inside, back outside. Gets 11 yards back there. And that's going to set us up as a nice 3rd and 4. See if we can convert here. Going Trey McBride. He's open. He makes the catch. Turns it upfield. Fighting through contact to the 36. Nice play for Trey. Sets up a 1st down. And maybe, I hate abandoning the run, but maybe it's just the move at the moment. They have to respect the pass first, and there's going to be another one. Marvin Harrison. 7 yards on that one. It might just have to be the move. 2nd and 3. Marvin Harrison off the field for this play. Oh my God, he's wide open again, and there's going to be a penalty. Of course there is. Versus Carr, Michael Wilson just absolutely obliterated the rookie on that one, but it's going to come back. Looks like that's an offensive holding penalty, probably. Yeah. Sam Redding, the rookie left guard, going to push us back here and take the touchdown off the board. Hate to see that. 2nd and 13. Trey McBride off the field. Rasheem Morris in on that one. And actually just going to go deep. Marvin Harrison has a step. He has a play. Huge touchdown pass. That's what we needed. And that's a huge play. We really needed that. Aubrey knocks through. I mean, that is huge. Needed something big. And Harrison, obviously receiver one, going to make that happen. Tying this one up. Both offenses finding successful drives here now. And we'll see how this, I mean, is this going to turn into a shootout, or is this going to continue being a defensive battle like it was prior? And Kyle Hamilton lays a big hit there, but I don't know. We'll see. But the 1st down. Yeah, it's going to be a run again. Nothing there. Loss of 2. Mac Wilson's going to have 100 tackles for a loss today at this rate. Just absolutely obliterating Josh Jacobs. Second and 12, looking pass. He's looking for something. Sack there again. It's Nolan again. Holding on offense, and we're going to decline that again. It's only a 4-yard difference, so why would we accept that? We're going to go ahead into dime here, actually. It's going to be a screen going out to Jacobs quickly, and he's going to get tackled after a 4-yard gain. They're going to have to punt. So far, looks like we're going back to a defensive game, but maybe our offense has some juice that we found here with Rattler's arm. And here's Ramos on the return. I tried cutting back behind Fulton there, just not able to make that happen. All right, we're going to try this. Maybe catch him off guard, maybe not. We toss out to Benson, be faster. He is faster. And it's going to be close to first on, gain of 8. There you go. Nice play there for Trey. Been waiting for some more consistent Trey Benson runs. It's been rough. Here's another one. It's going to be short again. Only a yard. I mean, they've done an incredible job defending the run today. They really have. 3rd and 1, stacking the box, obviously expecting a run. It is a run. Handoff, Benson breaking one tackle, can't break another. Why are we doing this? Go forward.
Illegal block in the back.
I mean, it wouldn't matter anyways. With the illegal block in the back for Marvin Harrison, well, it does matter. Because if it was 4th and 1, I probably would have went for it, but it's 3rd and 11. Gives us another shot. Now we're just looking at a... ooh, I don't know. Marvin Harrison one-on-one over there is very tempting. Looks tasty. There's going to be someone over there. We're going to go deep. Mike Wilson, Xavier McKinney, he beats him. Great play. Xavier McKinney, safety, one-on-one with Mike Wilson. Obviously, he's an incredible player. McKinney is. It's just, that's a tough play to make as a safety versus a receiver. Here's Marcus Robinson, 1st-round pick, getting a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1. We don't have to take a play here. I think we will, though. If we get set in time, that is. We will not. So, go into the 4th quarter, 13-13. And we're driving. Finally finding something to hang our hat on a little bit with some offense. Robinson in the backfield still. Probably going to bring in James Conner after this, I think. 2nd and 1, handoff. There's Robinson, the speed, and he's going to get a touchdown. He's just so fast out of his burst. Takes 1 or 2 steps right out of the handoff, and he's gone. He's at full speed. Like, look at that. Just shot out a cannon there. Practically untouched. To the end zone, and we take a lead for the first time in this game. That's huge. Just out of the 4th quarter break. It's just under 10 minutes to go here in the game. Regulation. Our defense has looked really good. We're hoping we can continue holding off the Packers' passing attack, because that is where they're going to try to go to, you'd assume. The run game has been pretty volatile at this point. And here's going to be another return to the 30. Not much there past that. So a 1st down and 10 for the offense. From the 30, Love in the backfield. And looks like they're going to go play action here. He finds a man. It's Dobbs on the sideline, 1st down, and that's great play. It's a great play, especially with the pressure that was coming. Stayed poised and made a great throw. 1st down, new set of downs. It's going to be a run. Jacobs trying to find something, gets a yard. Mac Wilson again, who's been just the bane of his existence at this point. Makes a play. Even though they're going in strong formation here, I don't buy this being a run. 2nd and 9. And I'm right. It's a play action. He's going deep to Kraft. He just can't hit him. He was open with Simon trailing, but just overthrew him there. 3rd and 9. Pressured and sacked again. Nolan with 3 sacks on the day. Forces a punt. I mean, who do you double? Who do you double team here on our pass rush? That is the big question, right? Do you double team Walter Nolan, who was Defensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year not long ago, 2 seasons ago, and here's Ramos with a nice little return. Do you double team Defensive Rookie of the Year last year in the running for Defense Player of the Year, Dylan Easley? Like, which one of those guys? Because those are usually those are going to be the 2 you're really looking at. But do you double one of those guys? And then you obviously are going to have Sweat and Birch one-on-one. Doesn't seem to matter. James Conner getting his first carry. So really not even a point of doing that. Gets a yard. I mean, they just absolutely just running through the line here to get into the play. And we're going to go another Conner again. loses two. I wanted to go with the RPO pass part there, but they played that well. So that's why I dove, though. That's why. You might say, why the hell did you do that? Well, that's why. Because I was expecting it to be a pass, but it just wasn't open. 3rd and 13. We're going to just go deep. We can't, though, with the hit. It's Gary, Sean Gary there. Get in there. I was going to just take my chance with Marv, but just couldn't. And here's Stonehouse. Signed him for a reason. He's an incredible punter. Makes a big boot to the 19 is where Townsend can get to. So now we're going to ask our defense to come back out and make some plays once again. And they are going 5 wide here. He's going to find a man. It's going to be almost, could have been intercepted. Garrett Williams making a play, and there's a penalty. Holding on Zach Tom. Push him back to the 10-yard line. We will gladly take that play. Versus a 2nd and 10, honestly. 1st and 20 now. And they're going to just run it with Jacobs, who's going to find his best run of the day. 5 yards, 10 carries, -1 yard on the day for Josh Jacobs. Just absolutely nothing for Jacobs. And again, pressure coming in. Nolan Wilson getting in there, forcing a quick incompletion there. 3rd and 15. I mean, this is a tall task for Jeffries, the rookie center, going against Dylan Easley. Does he get help, or you double Walter Nolan? It's going to be Josh Jacobs incomplete. Try to go out to him in the flat. Wouldn't have done anything anyways. And they're going to have to punt it. 6 minutes left. They're trusting their defense. And, I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, you're going to punt it right to us in field goal range now. Ramos, nice juke at the 43, and we are in Ramos's field goal range without a shadow of a doubt in this instance. So we're going to just try to run it. Benson with some space. Nice run. Best run on the game for any running back, any player for either team. It's been, like I said, it's been a really rough day for both rushing offenses. It's another run. Benson breaking a tackle, finding 4 yards. He's starting to look a little bit better. I know his yards per carry show he's been running 5 a carry, but he's also had some really bad rushes where he lost like 5 yards. Here's Benson again. It's 4 yards there. 3rd and 2. I'm going to bring in Robinson now after this one. Come on. Redding. I mean, McBride kind of pushed them into me, but we'll take 3. We burned off about 2 minutes or so. We'll take that, but 10-point game. We will take it. So we're just going to trust our defense, who has just been absolutely just punishing Jordan Love's livelihood today. And there's going to be a Aubrey kick to Townsend here. And that's going to be a nice attempt. Gets to the 30. But with under 4 minutes to go, you're really looking at being urgent here for the Packers. You need to find some really big plays here, some big positive plays. Looking quick throw. Dobbs for 6. I mean, we'll give that up every play. they want. That'll take way too much time, but they still have time, obviously. Make plays. Here's the pressure. Sack Dylan easily. We have 9 sacks on Jordan Love today. Just absolutely demolishing this offensive line. Pressure, gonna highball it, but gets it to Kraft. First down. They really needed that, and that's what we get for not trying to change the play at all. But, you know, I kind of just expected our pass rush to get home every play at this point. First down. And it's going to be a run. Jacobs. I guess they still have time to do so, but only a yard. Don't really see much of a point to run it with Jacobs there. And you haven't found success. With that much time, it's going to be pressured. Sack again. Dylan Easley. And Love's just getting demolished right now. We're going empty 5 wide here. Looking for anything. Jacobs finally gets open. Finds nothing much. Only 3 yards. They're going to go hurry up here. I mean, they have to. 4th and 13. And he's going to find a man open as Dobbs. And, of course, I run cover too. And they find a play that exploits it. So why wouldn't they? And they are going to hurry up, trying to get a play or two before a 2-minute warning. We'll see if they can. And play action here. It gets Jacobs wide open. And he's going to break 1 tackle. Tackled inbounds. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. So Packers still in this. They're going to try to score here at this point. Why is Jack Gibbons on the field? Oh, we're going to take a timeout. I don't like that we have our backup linebackers on the field. Did not make me feel comfortable at all running out there with that. So I felt comfortable taking time out there. And we do. And obviously gives a little bit more time for Simon and Mac Wilson to get back on the field. So looking, quick throw, incomplete. Try to go to Golden. Will Johnson, great play. 2nd and goal. From the 8, Love looking pass. It's a screen. He's got a blocker, but not enough, and tackled inbounds. It's Jacobs. Loss of 3. They're going to go hurry up here. It's going to be Jordan Love getting pressured, sacked again. 4th and goal. Trying to go hurry up here. They don't want to use any timeouts so that they can try to get the ball back. They're going for the touchdown now. Looking pass. It's just going to be behind Dobbs. And now their defense is going to have to step up and get some stops here. And they're going to have to do onside kicks at that point. I mean, they need to get the stops now, though. Handoff. I mean, dude, Kenny Clark absolutely bitching our center there. Terrible. Our rookie center. I mean, I get it, but, man. I mean, that's what's been the issue is our interior line. Not Jenkins, but, like, those 2 rookies, obviously. That's actually Ryan Kelly, my bad. That is not the rookie. Marcus Robinson getting the carry and just pushing through defenders. Packers take their 2nd timeout. That's been more the issue. It's been Ryan Kelly and it's been Sam Redding at left guard. 3rd and 7. We'll pin and pull. Robinson, maybe a yard or 2. Packers take their last timeout. But we're okay with that. You know, we're okay with that. Our defense looks incredible still. And Ryan Stonehouse is a great punter. He's going to give him a hell of a punt to have to return. Townsend gets it. Big hit. Down at the 39, so not as great as you'd want, but still, I mean, they have a ton of work to do. They need 10 points. Could go for like a quick play and a field goal, but like I don't know. Ideally, you're going to want to get the ball out, and there's going to be another sack easily. Just nothing. No chance. Pressure, sack again. It's Jordan Birch this time. That's 13 sacks on the day for this defense. And the fans are ecstatic because they haven't seen this type of defense since the Super Bowl. Here's going to be a quick throw, and that's a great play, Savion Williams. And I missed it with Simon, but let's love over 300. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Under 40 seconds to go. They need something. Pressure, throws it, interception right to Budda Baker. Just absolutely too panicked and did not see the guy wide open on the left side. And that will be it. 23-30 over the Packers to get us our second win over the Packers in past couple of games. Obviously counting the playoff run, but I really shouldn't even bring that up. It's our first win of the season, which is huge, especially with Rattler at quarterback. 23-13, obviously defensive line was the MVP of that one. 13 sacks is incredible, and the amount of pressure we put on Jordan Love is insane. But we will definitely be looking to fix that in the sliders. I think that, and also both, more so the CPU's run blocking is a note, because that's been one we've been struggling to find success with the run blocking. But we'll take it. Defense looked incredible. Obviously just had that one play breakout loose for Savion Williams. I mean, Love wasn't terrible because he held on the ball. He could have thrown a lot more incompletions, but he held on the ball and took a lot of sacks. But he didn't have a lot of time to throw either. Rattler did his job. Yeah, the pick was rough. That was on me more so. But everything else, he was relatively fine. He was much better this game. Benson got to a good average, but he had some struggles early. He was definitely better on the back end. Jacobs, we locked him down. Robinson had that good touchdown run, but struggled otherwise. Connor struggled on the ground. We let a couple guys get some plays. Harrison looked great. Obviously, Savion Williams had that great touchdown. Tackles for loss are insane. Dylan Easy, 4 sacks, 3 for Nolan, 2 for Birch, 2 for Sweat. Yeah, that's a really great start for this defensive front. 4 TFLs, 4 TFLs, 4 TFLs, 3 TFLs. Packers, Lucas Van Ness had 4 of his own. Yeah, I mean, great defensive game, though. Just really a couple big offensive plays that got us into a good spot to win that one. Walter Nolan gets his upgrade point here. I mean, I don't even know. He's just so insanely good. What specifically do we want him to be upgraded at? I don't know. I guess power rusher. Sure. And then, yeah, I mean, that's going to be it here. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a work in progress with these sliders. I don't know. We're trying new sliders, like I said, but so far they haven't looked amazing in certain parts. But a lot of parts, it's actually felt really good. It's just certain parts feel really off. So we'll look to fix that. But thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.